If you're someone who already knows how to use your editing software, you can even edit basic reels and videos, or who knows, maybe you can even do crazy 3D animations, but you're struggling to get clients, then this video is for you. You're good at your craft, but when it comes to making money with it, you hear cricket noises. No DMs, no emails, no clients knocking on your door, asking you to edit their videos. I have been exactly where you are right now. I knew the editing software, I knew how to do these complex animations, but my first $1,000 was still far away. I had the skills, but zero idea how to actually turn those skills into money. But I finally broke through, and now I'm making thousands of dollars every single month through video editing. I went from zero clients and zero income to consistently earning more than most people my age, paying my own university fees, buying my own equipment, and living my life on my own terms. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can do the same in under 30 days and finally make that leap from skilled editor with no clients to paid professional making real money. This is not theory, this is the exact roadmap that works. If you follow this for 30 days without skipping days or making excuses, you will land your first clients and make your first $1,000. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. Alright, before we get into the day-by-day breakdown, let me give you the big picture of how this 30-day roadmap works. So every Monday for the next 4 weeks, you are going to find 6 high-quality prospects and apply to hiring posts. Then from Tuesday to Sunday, you are going to create one free sample for those prospects. Reach out to them and post that sample on your social media. Then you repeat this cycle for 4 weeks straight, and by the end of 30 days, you will have reached out to 24 plus prospects with high-quality samples, applied to dozens of hiring posts, and build a social media presence with real work that attracts inbound leads. This strategy works because you're playing offense on multiple fronts. You're doing direct outreach, you're applying to opportunities, and you're building a personal brand that brings clients to you. Most editors only do one of these things. You're doing all three simultaneously. Now let me break down exactly what you do each day. So Monday, we are finding prospects and applying to opportunities. Every Monday, your job is to find 6 new prospects. These are not random people. You're looking for mid-range business owners and creators who have average or bad editing but are clearly posting content regularly. What does mid-range even mean? We are talking about accounts with around 5,000 to 50,000 followers who are actively growing. They are past the beginner stage, so they have some budget to pay you, but they are not so big that they already have a professional editing team yet. And what does bad or average editing look like? Basic cuts, no engaging transitions, poor pacing, no color grading, boring text overlays. You know it when you see it. These are people who clearly need better editing but either don't know how to do it themselves or don't have the time. Where do you find these prospects? Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever your target clients hang out. If you want to work with fitness coaches, search fitness hashtags on Insta. If you want to work with business owners, browse LinkedIn or Twitter. Then just make a list of 6 solid prospects every Monday. Now here's the second part of what you are going to do on Monday. Applying to hiring posts. You're going to open LinkedIn search tab, Twitter search tab, check Instagram stories of agency owners and search for terms like looking for an editor, hiring video editor, need an editor ASAP. These are solid goldmine opportunities because these people are actively looking for editors right now. They are not cold leads, they are literally posting that they want to hire someone. When you apply to these posts, keep your message short, crisp, and to the point. Attach your work and tell them specifically how you can help them or their agency. Don't write a novel, let your portfolio speak for itself. And here's a quick tip that most people miss. If you know the editing style of the person or agency, attach a similar video in their style instead of a generic portfolio. This shows them you understand their brand and can deliver what they need. If you get shortlisted for a trial, this is where you lock in. Make sure you submit before the deadline and give your absolute best. Think of it as if you're getting paid a huge amount of money for this trial. A wise man once said, you don't become successful by working hard until you get the opportunity. You become successful by working even harder after you get the opportunity. So treat every trial like it's the most important project of your life because it might be the project that gets you your first big client. Now for Tuesday to Sunday, creating free samples and outreaching. Alright, so you have found your 6 prospects on Monday. Now from Tuesday to Sunday, you're going to create one free sample edit per day for each of those prospects. Here's exactly what you do. Pick one of the 6 prospects you found on Monday, go to their Insta or YouTube, download one of their recent videos and spend the entire day making it significantly better. And when I say spend the entire day, I mean give all time you have for editing to this sample. This is not a quick 30-minute edit. This is a 3-4 hour deep work session where you are creating creating something that's genuinely 10 times better than what they currently have. And here's something important. Try to keep the style and branding similar to what the creator uses. Just improve it by a ton. Don't completely change their vibe, just make it way more polished, way more engaging, and way more professional. And please, please, please use your brain here. Don't make a 3D motion graphic animation for a simple fitness vlog. Do your research, understand what editing style makes most sense, and execute on that. If they are a talking head business coach, they need good pacing and engaging cuts. If they are a travel vlogger, they need cinematic color grading and smooth transitions. So match the style to their content. Now once you finish the sample, you do two things immediately. First, you send them a personalized message with the sample and keep it simple like, "Hey name, I noticed your content and thought it had great potential. I re-edited one of your videos to show you what's possible. Here it is, keep it even if you don't hire me. Would love to hear your thoughts." Second, you post that sample on your social media. This is non-negotiable. You are going to post every single day for 30 days. And when you post, tag that creator you made the sample for. This increases your chances of them actually seeing it, and it also shows other potential clients that you are actively creating work. This daily posting serves multiple purposes. First, it builds your personal brand and shows that you are serious and consistent. It attracts inbound leads from people who see your work, and it also prevents you from looking like an internet scammer with zero posts and zero credibility. Remember, outreach and posting are non-negotiable. You create the sample, you send it, you post it every single day. No excuses, no skipping days, no "I'll do it tomorrow." Now, week by week expectations. So let me set realistic expectations for what you should see each week if you follow this roadmap properly. On week 1, you're building momentum. Most of your outreach messages won't get responses yet. You might get a few "thank you but not interested" replies, and this is completely normal. Your job is to just stay consistent, keep creating samples, keep reaching out, and keep posting. By the end of week 1, you should have sent 6 samples and applied to multiple hiring posts. On week 2, this is when things start moving. You'll likely hear back from 2-3 people expressing interest in your work. Some might ask about pricing, some might want to see more work, and some might just ghost you after initial interest. But still, you just have to keep pushing. By the end of week 2, you should have 12 samples sent out and a growing social media presence with actual work. Now on week 3, this is when you should land your first client. It might come from direct outreach, it might come from a hiring post, it might even come from someone who found you through your social media. The exact source does not matter. What matters is you're now working on your first paid project. So by the end of week 3, you should have sent 18 plus samples and hopefully you have 1 to 2 paying clients. Now finally, week 4, you are in full momentum now. You have testimonials from your first client. You have 20 plus posts of real work. People have started reaching out to you instead of you chasing them. And by the end of week 4, you should have made your first $1,000 or be very close to it. Now, these are realistic expectations if you actually do the work. If you just half-ass this, if you just skip days, if you send lazy samples, then obviously the results will be different. But if you treat this like a real job, commit to the daily grind and create genuinely good samples, you will get results. Now, let me just tell you what separates people who actually succeed with this roadmap from people who fail. First, consistency. You need to follow this roadmap every single day for 30 days, not 15 days, not 20 days, not when you feel motivated, but every single day. Second, quality over speed. Don't rush through samples just to hit your daily quota. One amazing sample that actually impresses the prospect is worth way more than 3 mediocre ones. Take your time and make it something you are proud to show. Third, smart targeting. Don't waste time creating samples for people who clearly cannot afford your service. Don't spend 4 hours on a sample for someone with 200 followers and zero engagement. Target mid-range creators and businesses who have proven they can invest in their content. Fourth, actually following up. When you send a sample and get no response, follow up 3 days later and then again 3 days later. Most of your clients will come from follow-ups, not your initial message. People are busy, they miss DMs, they forget to respond. Your job is to stay on their radar. Look, this 30-day roadmap is simple but not easy. It requires you to show up every single day, create high-quality work, handle rejection, and keep pushing even when you don't see immediate results. Most people will watch this video, feel motivated for a day, maybe create one sample, and then quit when they don't get an instant response. And that's fine because those people were never going to make it anyway. But if you are serious about making your first $1,000 as a video editor, if you are ready to commit for 30 days to focused work, then this roadmap will get you there. You already have the editing skills, you already know the software. The only thing standing between you and your first $1,000 is taking action and staying consistent. So start today, find your first 6 prospects, apply to hiring posts, create your first sample, post it, reach out, and keep going for 30 days straight. See, I cannot hold your hand and make you take action, but I can only say, Please don't stop, it will work out. Peace.